Welcome to virtual preschool today. While we wait for all of the friends to join us, let's sing Everybody Clap with our music teacher, Miss Nancy. Will you sing along with me? Here's Miss Nancy.
This is Everybody Clap from The Seasons. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. And everybody stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet. Everybody stomp your feet, stomp your feet. Everybody stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet. Everybody stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet. And everybody go peek-a-boo. Everybody go peek-a-boo. Everybody go peek-a-boo. Everybody go peek-a-boo. And everybody go side to side. 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 And everybody go 1, 2, 3, woo! 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 And clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands.
Thank you so much, Miss Nancy. I love singing that song. It's my favorite one every single day. Boys and girls, would you like to help me wake up Betsy? She's so excited about learning about the artists this week. I know she can't wait to come out. Will you help me call her? 1, 2, 3. Say, Betsy, where are you? Are you back there, Betsy? She is. Hello, boys and girls. Oh, I love learning about all these artists this week. Do you see I started an art gallery? I put up my Frida painting from yesterday. Did you hang up the painting that you made yesterday? We're going to make a new one today. But first we should sing hello. Hello, friends. How are you? Hello, Betsy. How are you? Hello, Miss Jamie. How are you? We're so glad to see you. Here, here. We're all here. Here, here, we're all here, 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 we're all here together. Yay! Good job, boys and girls. Betsy, I'm going to set you down so I can tell them about another artist today. You can listen, and then we'll get you back out at the end, okay? See you soon, friends. Yesterday, we learned about an artist from Mexico, a lady named Frida Kahlo. That's not Frida, that's me. But she painted self-portraits, pictures of herself. Today we're going to learn about a totally different artist. This artist is a man who was born in Russia about 150 years ago. And his name is Wassily Kandinsky. We're just going to call him by his last name, Kandinsky. And Wassily Kandinsky is famous for lots of pieces of art. And the one we're going to talk about today is this one called Squares with Concentric Circles. Isn't that a big name for an art piece that looks like this? Most artists show their artwork, or you can find their artwork in a museum. You probably have some art at your house. When you look around the walls of your house, do you have any pictures hanging up? Any pieces of art? I have some art too. Nothing by Kandinsky, but I went to a museum last summer, and I got to see some of Kandinsky's art. It was all hanging in a museum in Italy, and I got to spend the whole day looking at Kandinsky's artwork. I bought this book to show you while I was there. It's called A Kandinsky Pop-Up. It doesn't have any words. It's just pictures to sort of get you to think about the kind of art that Kandinsky made. It's a good thing it doesn't have any words because it's not in English. Look how the title is in Italian. Okay, look. Do you see the pop-up dot? And then look at the next page. You see how it kind of pops up? And the next page. You see all of those circles that Kandinsky made? Oh, that one's really standing up tall. Do you see those circles? And these? Look at all of those circles. This type of art has a special name. It's called abstract art. Can you say that? Abstract art. And abstract art is art that's just made out of colors and shapes. We're going to make some abstract art together. When we're thinking about making abstract art like Kandinsky's, we have to think about all of the different shapes. Kandinsky made his art with circles of different sizes. When the circles are all piled on top of each other like that, the word is concentric. Can you say that ginormous word? Say concentric. Good, I'll show you what concentric circles look like. They look like a big circle with a medium circle and a small circle all piled together. Would you like to see some more concentric circles? This time let's start with yellow and then red and then black. Do you see those concentric circles? I can make another set of concentric circles. How about this time we start with blue and then yellow and maybe red in the middle? One more set of concentric circles. How about, I think we can slide this one over. Green and gray. The gray jumped down to the bottom. And yellow and black. Do you see how we can make some concentric circles together? A circle is a shape that goes around and around like this. We're gonna sing a song all about some different shapes, and then we're gonna play a game with some different shapes. Are you ready? The song goes like this. Do you know what shape this is? Shape this is, shape this is. Do you know what shape this is, and can you make it too? What shape is this one? It's a circle. Put your finger up in the air like you're doing some skywriting, and let's make a circle. Ready? Yes, do it again. Say circle. Good. You made a circle. How about this shape? Do you know what shape this is? What shape this is? What shape this is? Do you know what shape this is, and can you make it too? What shape is this one? It's a square. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Let's put our finger up in the air like we're skywriting, and we're gonna make one straight one on the top, down, over, up. You did it. You did a skywriting square. Try again. Over, down, over, up. You made a square. Good. Should we try another shape? How about this one? Do you know what shape this is? What shape this is? What shape this is? Do you know what shape this is? And can you make it too? What shape is this one? It's a Yes, say it. Triangle. And a triangle has 1, 2, 3 sides. Do you think we can make it up in the air? Put your finger up in the air. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. You did it. You drew a triangle. Let's do one more. Do you know what shape this is? What shape this is? What shape this is? Do you know what shape this is? And can you make it too? What shape is this one? It's a rectangle. Yeah, it's shaped like a door, right? Or a cracker. Yep. And a rectangle has a long side and a short side and a long side and a short side. Can you put your finger up in the air? And let's do the long side first. Ready? Long, short. Long, short. Did you draw a rectangle? It's hard. We should try it again. Ready? Long, short. Long, short. Well done. We're going to use these shapes that I have. I've got some rectangles and play a game. Will you play the game with me? It's going to be over here on the pocket chart. Now, we've played this game before, but never with real shapes. So you might have to put your thinking cap on and turn it up full power. Okay, so I have a whole pile of shapes here, and I wonder if you can help me put them on the board. Ready? We're going to put a red circle and a red a blue circle. Sorry, Miss Jamie's brain went on a little vacation. Try again. Red circle, blue circle, and the last one is a yellow circle. Let's say them. Red circle, blue circle, yellow circle. Okay, now I think my thinking cap is turned on. And this one is a red rectangle, blue rectangle, yellow rectangle. We'll put all the rectangles right in line like this. And the next one is a red triangle. Good talking. Thank you for saying it with me. And a blue triangle and a yellow triangle. Whew, I have 2 more. This one is a red square. Good. And a blue square and a yellow square. Good. And the last one we didn't draw in the air. This is a tricky one. This one has 6 sides. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you remember what it's called? We've played it in other games. It's called a hexagon. You say it. Hexagon. 6 sides. We have a red hexagon and a blue hexagon and a yellow hexagon. Whew. This is different than we usually play. We put all the circles together and all the rectangles and the triangles and the squares and the hexagons. Do you think you can remember all of these shapes? Come look over here at Kandinsky. I'm going to take one away. Which one is missing? Can you figure out what color is missing? Yep, you're right. It was the blue. And which shape is missing? It's the blue rectangle. Give your brain a kiss if you knew that. Ah, blue rectangle. That was so smart. Do you remember the shapes? Take a peek at Kandinsky and let's try again. Which shape is missing? Do you know? Which shape is missing? Do you know what color it is? Red, yes. And which shape is it? It's the red square. You said it. Give your brain a kiss. Mwah. Brain, that was so smart. It was the red square. Ooh, you're good at this. Let me try another one. Ready? One of the shapes is missing. Which shape is off of the board? Do you know what color it is? Yes, say it. It's the yellow one. And what shape? Yellow. Yes. Oh, you're so smart. Wow. Yellow circle. You're right. You knew all of those shapes. 2 kisses for your brain. Mwah. Mwah. Good job, both sides. Boys and girls, let's take another look here at Kandinsky's concentric circles. Those are the circles that are up here on the board, all piled together. What Wassily Kandinsky did was he drew squares on his paper. Do you see that, how there are some lines like this? He drew some squares. And then in each square, he did a little dot in the middle, and then another circle, and another one, and they keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger until it fills up the whole square. And then he did it again. Let's count how many sets of concentric circles are on Kandinsky's art. Will you help me count them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 9, 10, 11, 12. He made 12 sets of concentric circles. We're going to do some art today, but we are only going to make 4 sets of concentric circles like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will you help me do some art together? Let's do our art back over here on the easel. Yesterday we were painting, remember, with Frida? Today we're going to do some drawing. And all you need to do this art project is a piece of paper, and you can choose crayons or markers. Maybe you'd like to use colored pencils, or you have some special twistable markers. The kind that I'm going to use are these. They're like markers, but they kind of look like a glue stick. And they go on kind of like paint. You can use any kind of color or marker that you have at home. These are called tempera sticks or quick sticks. You can use whatever you have available. And I shouldn't have put my paper up because I'd like to show you what you're going to do to your paper first. So the first thing you need to do is get your paper, and I chose a square piece of paper. And I'm going to fold my paper in half like this, and then open it up and fold it the other way like this, so that I can make 4 squares. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to put my paper right here so that you can see it, but you'll probably have yours flat on a table, right, when you're working, or flat on your desk. And we're going to do 1 square at a time. Not too many, just 1. So I'm going to pick the color that I want to use for the middle of my circle. This one I'm going to pick blue. Can you see my blue dot there? It's okay if it's not a perfect circle. Some of Kandinsky's circles were ovals, and they still look really cool. And then I'm going to pick another color. You can use markers or crayons, whatever you'd like, and just make a big circle around that middle circle. Do you see how I'm making a big circle around that middle circle? So I had blue and pink. And which color should I use next? Maybe my favorite, purple. And I'm going to make it, oh yeah, really big like that. And I just trace it around and around and around and around to make the circle even bigger. Can you see that? And then for the last one, maybe I'll do blue again. What do you think if I do blue again for the last circle? Oh yeah, and make it go around and around. And I can even color all the way up until the square edges. Do you see that? It's good if you want to overlap your colors or blend them together. And you can be creative. Do you remember yesterday I told you that there's no right way or wrong way to do art, that the artist gets to make the rules. So you can do your concentric circles however you want because you're the artist who gets to make the rules. What color should I start with on the next square? What do you think? Which is your favorite color? We have maybe this green. It's kind of like a lime green, isn't it? And remember, we're going to start with a little circle right in the middle. I actually might make this one a little bit bigger. Can you see that green circle right in the middle of my square? And to make it concentric, I'm going to keep coloring it bigger and bigger and bigger. Green, yellow, what's next? Maybe pink again. The artist gets to decide. There's no right way or wrong way to do art. You get to decide what colors you choose, and you get to decide what it looks like. Yeah, that looks good. And then what color do you think I should use all the way for the outside? Maybe purple. That one's my favorite color. That will look nice with the pink too, I think. Let's see. I'll just color it all in just like Kandinsky did. Do you see that? What do you think? Concentric circles. I'm going to do 2 more after our video is over and then hang it back here on my art gallery. Will you show me your concentric circles when you do your art project at home? Oh, I'd love to see them. The book that I'm going to read to you today is about a circle. It's actually called The Dot. You see this big dot? And the author's name is Peter H. Reynolds. Peter H. Reynolds is also the illustrator. He wrote the words and drew the pictures. He's an author and an artist. This book is called The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good, strong jab. There. You see she's right on the middle of the paper. Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and said quietly, "Now sign it." Vashti thought for a moment, "Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name." You see her writing her name down at the bottom of her artwork? The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn, her dot, all framed in swirly gold. And do you see here how she signed her name? Vashti. "Humph, I can make a better dot than that." She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted a yellow cat, a green dot, a yellow dot, a green, not cat, a yellow dot, a green dot, a red dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the red. She discovered she could make a purple dot. Vashti kept experimenting, lots of little dots in many colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. Do you see how she painted around the outside and then the space in the middle was an empty dot. That's creative. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Look at her art gallery with all of her dot paintings. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Do you see her? She's telling him, "I bet you can do it. You can be an artist." Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, can you see the squiggle that he drew? "Please sign it." That's what artists do. They sign their work. Do you see that? When you make an art project, you always have to sign it because you're the artist. And there's no right way to do art, and there's no wrong way to do art. And it's not good or bad. It's just creative. That's the wonderful thing about art. You can make it any way you want and sign your name, and then you are the artist. Well, boys and girls, we've learned about 2 artists so far. We learned about Frida Kahlo, and today we learned about, do you remember his name? Kandinsky. Say it again. Kandinsky. Yes, and his Concentric Circles. That's a lot of words to say. Kandinsky's Concentric Circles. Wow, your brain is going to go, wow, that's so smart. You can draw circles just like Kandinsky, and you can be an artist. I loved learning about art with you today, but now it's time for us to call Betsy back. Will you call her? 1, 2, 3. Say, "Betsy, come back." Come on, Betsy. Hello, boys and girls. Oh, I loved learning about those concentric circles. They kind of look like eyeballs. Look at Betsy's eyeballs. Her eyeballs are concentric circles, aren't they? Yes, Betsy, they do look like eyes. Maybe after school you and I can finish our concentric circle painting over here. Would you like to help me draw that? We'll do some art. You can do some art, and I would love to see pictures of it. Let's say goodbye to our friends. Preschool time is over now. Over now. Over now. Preschool time is over now for another day. Wave goodbye to all of our friends, all of our friends, all of our friends. Wave goodbye to all of our friends. It's time to stay home and play. Hip, hip, hooray! And do you have some birdseed for Betsy? Throw it this way. I forgot to tell you about your play pack. You know though, right? You know every day I send you a play pack with printable ideas, and you can do some more learning after the video's over. I didn't even have to remind you, did I? Betsy would like to blow you a kiss. If you want to catch it, hold your hand out. Ready? Mwah. Catch it, stick it to your cheek, and give yourself a big warm hug from Miss Jamie and Betsy. We loved making art with you. You are creative and smart, and we are so proud of you. See you tomorrow, friends. Bye-bye.